So the first card you have for your past is strength. Yeah, I'm seeing some kind of breaking away, but it wasn't a fast breaking away. This is some kind of slow, very difficult breaking away, but it was a breaking away. I think you broke away from someone. I think you struggled for a long, long time, maybe to actually finally break away from this person. And I think it took a lot of mental strength for you to be able to do this. And I think for a long, long time, I think the reason why this was such a huge struggle for you, I think it was because for a long, long time, part of your mind, and mostly your heart really, didn't really want to leave the person behind. I think deep down you really didn't want to break away. And I think what happened was you'd physically separated from this person a long time before you're actually able to mentally and emotionally separate from them. And what I'm seeing is that, yeah, for a long, long time, I think what happened was you imagined your future. You know, like we all imagine our futures. We think, well, next year I'll do this, or I can see myself in the future here or doing that. And I think when you imagined your future for a long time, there was still a part of that future. You still had them in your head, like they'll be with me and we'll do this and whatever. And that was kind of on your mind. I think it was subconsciously on your mind. You didn't mean it to be like that. You were kind of subconsciously focused on them. And I think also in a way you were kind of conditioned. You were so used to having them around and thinking about your life in terms of them. You were kind of conditioned to see things in terms of what they liked, what they wanted. So when you kind of planned your future in your head, you're like, oh, I'll go there because I like that. But you kind of had it in your head that they liked it as well. I hope that makes sense to you. I really hope that makes sense. So you're thinking in terms of what they liked and what they wanted, and you didn't mean to do that. It was just kind of subconsciously there. It was kind of set in there after being with them for such a long time. I'm not judging you for that. You know, if this is all resonating with you, I've been in a similar situation to this. I mean, it's a lot easier to get away from someone physically than it is mentally and emotionally, definitely. I've been through a similar thing. But, you know, you did get there. But it took a long time. It was a bit of a long, painful process. And you're strong. I mean, this is the strength card. You're very, very strong, and you're deceptively strong. I think sometimes people see you as someone who's a little bit quiet, and someone who kind of maybe stays out of the way for an easy life or whatever. A bit like this innocent looking woman in her white dress. She's very calm and she's kind of taming this lion in a beautiful, gentle way. But I think this is where your strength is. That's a part of your strength. People don't see it. It's hidden. So when you want to unleash your strength, they don't see it coming. There's that as well. So yeah, I think it was this strength that you had inside of you that kind of got you through this time. It got you through this struggle. Now, it took a lot of your strength. It really, really did. A lot of your energy. You're probably very tempted to go back many times, and you're probably very tempted to just lie down because you're just exhausted. But you did get yourself through this. That's what I'm seeing. And you really should be proud of yourself, because I think this was a very, very difficult thing to get through. So the next card you have for your past is Justice. So, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. This is a little bit confusing. I hope this is going to make sense to you. I think this is about something that happened, and it's probably still happening, or, you know, not still happening, but it's like the situation's continuing on from when this first started, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain. I'll try my best to do that. Okay, I'm seeing someone making it look as if you're endorsing something, or they might have been sort of making it look as if you agreed to something. And I'm just seeing your name being used to give credit to either this person or to give credit to something they were doing. It's something like that. And I think they wanted to be believed. It's like they wanted to be taken seriously. And by putting your name on it, or by saying, oh, that you agree with it or like it or whatever, that would sort of get people on their side and get people to kind of believe in this thing or whatever this is. I think it might have been some kind of business they were starting or something like that. I am seeing they were trying to make some money, or there's something around money around this. Now, I think this might be someone you're related to. I am seeing some disapproval around them, some family disapproval. I think the family might have disapproved in them a lot of times. They might not approve of them by some things they've done in their past. And I think it's something like that. They felt as if they'd get this family approval if people thought that you agreed in or endorsed whatever this was. I really hope this is making sense. I'm really struggling to explain this. It's a little bit confusing, but it's a specific thing as well. But if I see this, I have to say what I'm seeing. And I'm also trying to be a bit careful because I don't want to make anyone feel paranoid or worried about this. It's not a huge disaster, but it's definitely something that you definitely wouldn't have put your name to, whatever this is. It might be some kind of dodgy business or something. And you like things to be very fair and very organised, and this isn't like that at all, whatever this is. So whatever this is, I mean, don't worry, they haven't put your name to kind of lose a lot of money, or it's not something really, really terrible like that, but it's something that you definitely would not have put your name to. I keep on seeing that over and over again. Now, this is also going to come out in the future. This is the Justice card. So there's a curtain behind this woman. It's not being revealed yet, but it is going to be revealed in the future. So you're going to find out what this is. It's going to come to light. And you are going to be able to say, I do not put my name on this. And I think they're going to be in some trouble, actually. I am seeing family again. I'm seeing relatives. And I think this is something where someone's trying to mix business with family or family with money. It's something like that. And they're not being honest with what's happening. You're not going to be in any kind of trouble. It's not like that. But it's going to come out and everyone's going to find out what this actually is. So, and don't stress about this. I don't want you to stress around this. So yeah, I hope that made sense. It was very difficult to kind of work out how to articulate that. The last card you have your past is the Four of Cups. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is why, I don't know if this is a sibling or a cousin. I think this is someone close to your age. And I think you are in touch with this person, but you're not in their day-to-day life. That's what I'm seeing. So that might give you more of a clue as to who this is about. And yeah, this is why I was seeing that you like things to be fair and organised. And whatever this thing is not fair and organised. It's not done properly. This can be the lazy card sometimes. You know, it can be about someone who has everything handed to them. They're a bit spoiled and they want everything to come to them easily. And they don't like putting in hard work. A bit like the man on this card. You know, he's just sitting there. He's sitting under this tree. These golden cups are being handed to him. And he's just sitting there letting them come to him. And I think this person might be a little bit reckless around money as well. So whatever this is that this person's doing, it's not being done properly. You're going to find out what this is. Please don't stress around this. You're not, you know, they're not slandering you. It's not something terrible like that. You'll find out what it is. It's going to be revealed to you though. And when it is revealed, you're going to be able to make it really, really 100% clear that you do not have anything to do with this thing. You do not endorse this thing in any way. Also, I just want to make it clear, I don't think they've signed your name on anything falsely. They haven't put your name on any documents. It's not like that. This is about your word. They're kind of saying that, or they've said that you have said that you agree with this, or you've said that you like this. It's something like that. That's what I'm seeing. I know that's specific. I know that's strange. So the first card you have for your present is the Fool. I love this card. Yeah, I won't say any more about this relative, but yes, they do relate to the Fool as well. Anyway, this is a fantastic card, and I'm seeing pure freedom in this card, and I think this is what you need. I think you've been really kind of shackled almost a bit, and now you're breaking free. That's what I'm seeing. And I think what's happened is you've totally dropped this idea of being with this axe that I was seeing in the Strength card, and that's helping you to be freer and feel freer, and it's growing. It's not like you suddenly clicked your fingers and you feel free. This is something that's been gradually building up, and it's going to keep on building up and growing inside of you. And I think as it keeps on growing, you're going to start planning a lot more of what you want yourself in your future. I know the Fool isn't about planning, it's about the opposite, but this is giving you the freedom to plan what you want in your future. This is all about you. All about you. Now, I think there are still a few, you haven't quite gotten there yet. There are still a few restrictions inside your head that I think people have given to you. Oh, you can't do this, or you should behave in this way, you should do that. And now you're in this process, you're going to gradually free your mind up from those things. So this is really, really fantastic. You're going to just throw them out of your mind and say, I don't care. Now, what I mean is, I'm not meaning that you have to be selfish and say, well, I'm going to do what I want and I don't care what anyone says. It's not like that. Things that aren't kind of things that you don't need in your head anymore, restrictions that don't mean anything to you. You might even have had goals in your head that other people have put in there that have said, oh, you should want this, you should want to do this, you should want this kind of career, you should want this kind of house, you should want this kind of relationship, you should want this kind of... That's just all rubbish. There's no should. You only want what you want, what deep down you want. And this process is going to help you to really, truly find what you want deep down. It's this kind of thinking that I've got no one around me, I've got no one watching me, no one restricting me. What do I truly want now? What do I truly want? And it's a beautiful, beautiful new phase that I think is going to happen to you, and it's going to open up a lot of, excuse me, I just swallowed, really, really amazing, beautiful things for you. It's really, really, really positive. Now, the other thing I'm seeing in this card is there's going to be new love here as well. Now, there's a person who's really, really free in their thinking, really open, really interesting, very, very unusual person. They're not completely crazy like this Fool. They do know when to be serious, when to not, when to kind of plan things, when to be free, all of that kind of thing. But they're a lot more, don't be angry, but they're a lot freer than you are. They're a lot freer with what they do in their mind. They've got their mind open to all these different possibilities. Now, I see you being very attracted to this person, and I see you being very surprised that you're attracted to this person, because this is a very different person than anyone you've ever been with before, or even seen before, or spoken to before probably. They're a very, very different kind of person. Now, you'll probably look at them and say, that's not normally my type. What is this? But you're going to be very surprised. You're going to have these feelings for them. Now, whether you're going to take this seriously or not, whether this is going to develop into a relationship, or whether you're just going to be friends with them, I think you should hold on to this person, be with them, spend time with them, listen to them, learn from them. They've got some very, very amazing, interesting ways at looking at the world. They're going to help you to free yourself up, open yourself up, and they want to help you. So they're there for advice. If you want to ask some things, they want to help you. They're a very kind person as well. So keep this person in your life. And if you are thinking, oh, I'm really attracted to them, but I shouldn't be attracted to them, open yourself up to them. Do not discount this person. I keep on seeing that I have to tell you, don't discount this person. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have for your present is the King of Swords. So this is the opposite of the Fool. This is pure logic in this card. This is about cutting through unnecessary things, getting to the truth about things, 100% logic. Look at how serious this King is. Look at the Fool and look at the King. I mean, really, they're the opposites. So, I think this is about when you're going to find out about this family situation and this kind of dodgy, whatever this is, situation around this. I'm pretty sure it's a relative. And yeah, this is what I was seeing in the Justice card. This is all going to come to light now. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be looking like this King. Look at his face. I'm laughing. I know it's serious, but I'm just looking at that King's face. He looks so grumpy and serious, like, what are you doing? I'm disgusted. That's what he looks like. So you're going to find out what this is. You're not going to be happy, obviously. It's all going to come to light. And it is going to be a good thing that you're finding this out. It's going to be good for you and for them to be able to face this. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to see the full seriousness of what they've actually done. Not right away, but I think after a while they'll gradually realise this. And I think they're gradually going to change their outlook about how they go about things. That trying to con their way in isn't going to get people to believe in them. The only way to do that is to be open and honest, and to get people on your side, you need to get them to trust you first, and they're not going to get anyone to trust them in the way that they've been operating. So they're going to realise this eventually. It's going to be a slow process, and it's going to set them free. It's going to be a hard lesson for them, but it's going to set them free. Look at this card. There's a butterfly above this King's head. So this harshness of finding this out is what's going to break them out of the cocoon and set them free like this butterfly. That's what I'm seeing. So it's going to be good for you because you're going to be able to clear your name and say, no, this has nothing to do with me. It's going to be good for them as well. That's what I'm seeing in that card. The last card you have for your present is the Hierophant. So yeah, the Hierophant can be about, religion. It can be about organised religion usually. It's not usually about spirituality. It's more about, organised religion. I know I just said that. I'm repeating myself. And it's about rigidity as well, going along the rules and all of that kind of thing. It can be about a lot of different things. So I think, again, this is telling me that you're going along in a certain set way. You like to plan things. You like to do things properly. That's absolutely fine. That's where one of your strengths is as well, that you're very strong in and organised, and you plan things and you do things very, very well. You do things properly. But I think this is a message to you to, again, don't discount this person in the Fool card, this person who wants to help you. It might be a love connection. It might just turn out to be a friend. But I think you want this person to be around. You really do. And you really can learn from this person. This person's going to set you free if you listen to them. They want to help you as well. So please listen to this person. Please be around this person. Open your mind to them. They're going to be an important person in your life. Don't discount them. I know that's the same message, but I feel like I'm getting this again and I need to keep on telling you this. So the first card you have for your future is the Ten of Wands. Yes. Now, there's someone here. I think this is quite interesting, actually. Someone's really, really burdened. Now, you're not around this person. You're not talking to this person. I don't think this is about this relative. I don't think this is about anyone else. I just think this is a very... Yeah, I think this is about someone else. I think this is about someone completely different. I'm sorry if this is really confusing, but I just have to tell you what I'm seeing. I think someone took advantage of you, and I think they took more than they gave. They took more than they gave. It might be this ex, it might be this person in the Strength card, or it might not be. I was thinking that it was a completely different person, but it might not be. It might be that same person. So only you'll know this, whether it's them or a completely different person. But I'll tell you what I'm seeing. There is someone who has been, they took more than they gave from you. And they might have taken advantage of you as well. I think they did this slowly over time. I'm looking at these wands and I think someone stacked one too many wands on top of your head. And yeah, they took more than they gave. So at the moment, they're not around you right now. I think you got away from this person. And right now they're really overburdened because I think they don't have you to lean on. And they're not seeing that you've rejected them because of what they've done. I think they're just seeing that you've rejected them. That's all they're seeing. So the fact of that, the fact of knowing that just tells me that you did the right thing in getting away from them, because I think if you'd have stayed, I think they probably would have totally drained you. This might also be about money as well. They might have drained you financially, or they might have started to. It might be about that as well. I think they might actually try to contact you at some time in the future.